Hello! Welcome back once again. Ito na naman si Teacher Jessie at ang tatalakayin natin ngayon ay tungkol sa how to solve word problems involving percentage, rate, and base. So napakahalaga ng topic na to kasi palaging ginagamit ito. Applicable ito especially sa mga percent problems like for example, discount, commission, yung mga tax, and rate of increase, decrease. So napakaraming mga real life situations wherein applicable itong topic na to, percentage, rate, and base. So bago tayo magsimula, we'll have a drill first. We'll have find the missing term of each proportion. Okay? Let's start with number 1, 3:2 is equal to blank is to 6. Okay, the correct answer is 3 times 6 is 18 divided by 2 is 9, means and extremes. Number 2, 5 is to 15 is equal to 6 is to blank. Okay, so 15 times 6 is 90 divided by 5 is equal to 18. Number 3, 3/5 is equal to blank over 10. Okay, so simply cross multiply. 3 times 10 is 30 divided by 5 is 30 divided by 5 is 6. And 20 over blank is equal to 2/3. Okay, the correct answer is 20 times 3 is 60 divided by 2 is of course 30. Did you get all 4 correct answers? Okay, good. Let's have a review with our last topic. Yung last topic natin is was solving problems involving direct, inverse, and partitive proportion. So we have this problem. 5 kilos of rice cost 225 pesos. How much does it cost for 20 kilos of rice? So, first step, alamin natin kung ito ba ay partitive, direct, or inverse. Okay, so ipa-plot natin sa table. Number of kilos, we have 5. Ayan, given. And then, ang cost ng 5 kilos, 225. Tapos, magkano daw ang 20 kilos? So, dito na nilagay ang 20 and then blanco to. So, we are expecting na kapag mas marami ang binili natin, 5 naging 20, syempre, mas malaki rin yung babayaran natin. Therefore, this is direct proportion. So, kasi increase or decrease. Next, pag direct proportion is set-up muna natin ang proportion, diba? Itong 5 is to 225 is equal to 20 is to n. Pag direct, means times means and extremes times extremes. So, ito yung means, ito yung extremes. Okay, so 5 times n, ayan, is equal to 225 times 20. Ayan, sila ang magka-pair. Next, 5 times n is 5n is equal to 225 times 20. Yan, 4,500. Tapos para ma-cancel out na tong 5, divide natin ng 5 both sides para n na lang natira. So, n is equal to 4,500 divided by 5 is equal to 900. Therefore, babayaran or ang cost ng 20 kilos is 900 pesos. Okay? So, yan ang review. Let's have now the gearing up activity. So, ito yung topic na percentage, rate, and base. We have the problem analysis or problem opener. Anna has 300 pesos weekly allowance. She used to save 20% of it. How much did Anna save? So, kinuha ka tong problem na to from the module or sa activity sheet ng math ng grade 6. So, we have Anna's 300 pesos. Analyze natin. Meron siyang allowance na 300. Tapos, kadalasan daw, iniipon niya tong 20% nito. So, magkano kaya ang 20%? Magkano yung iniipon ni Anna? So, this kind of problem is an example of a problem involving percentage, rate, and base. So, para mas maunawaan natin ang percentage, rate, and base, ay di-discuss ko sa inyo ngayon yan. Okay. First, solve muna natin to using illustrations or the block model, yung Singaporean approach. So, una, guguhit tayo ng isang buong ganyan. Yan daw ay 300, assuming that this is the allowance of Anna for the whole week, 300 pesos. Tapos, in-save daw niya ang 20%. So, paano ba yung 20%? Sa percentage, ang gagawin natin is usually convert muna natin into fraction. So, percent means per 100. So it is 20 hundredths. Tapos lowest term natin yung 20 hundredths na yan. So tanggalin natin tong zeros na to, cross out, cancel out. So 2 tenths na lang natira. So para mas simplify pa talaga, gagawin natin is simplify into simplest form or reduce into lowest terms. 2 divided by 2, hanap ka lang ng divisor na common, ayan, no, naging 1/5 kasi 2 divided by 2 is 1. 10 divided by 2 is 5. Ang 20% pala ay 1/5. So i-recall ko lang, 20% naging 20 over 100 kasi nga, yung percent na yan means per 100. Percentum. So, per 100. 20 over 100. Tapos, na-reduce lang ito lowest terms or simplest form, naging 1/5. Ibig sabihin, 1/5 pala, isa bawat sa 5 bahagi, yung iniipon ni Ana. So, hatiin natin to into 5 parts. Yan, 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 equal parts. Tapos, i-shade natin ang one part na to, okay, para ma-identify natin na ito yung sinisave ni Ana. And then there are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, di ba 300 to? So 300 divided by 5 parts is equal to 60. It means 60 ang bawat bahagi or per part. Therefore, nakuha na natin yung answer. Save ni Ana or naiipon ni Ana every week is 60 pesos. Okay? So ito naman yung ginagastos niya. 60 times 4 which is 240. Pag check natin, yung last step ng problem solving is to check your work or check your answer. So 60 times 5 is equal to 300, which is correct. Okay? So this is one way of solving problems involving percentage, rate, and base. Okay. There is another way also na pwede natin gamitin. Kasi nga ito, merong mga illustrations. Okay? Pag nasanay na kayong gumamit ng mga illustrations, madali na lang sa inyo. Kaya lang merong mga numbers kasi na minsan hindi bubuo. Yung may mga decimal points pang percent or ang ang amount ay may mga decimal point or kung hindi man is usually hindi divisible, may mga remainder. That is why we still need to know or to learn the concepts kung paano ba ang pag-solve kahit na wala tayong gamit kahit hindi tayo gumamit ng illustration. So yan ang i-discuss ko sa inyo ngayon. Let's start with the same problem and we are going to analyze each given. So we have the given figures are 300 pesos, 60 pesos, and 20%. Okay? So if you are going to analyze, itong 300 pesos to, ito yung buo, or it is the whole amount. Okay? Itong 60 pesos naman, yan ay parang portion lang nung buong amount. By the way, itong 60 pesos, pinalit lang natin doon kanina. Kasi di ba yung problem kanina is, yan, how much did Ana save? Dito naman, ang ginawa natin, sinulat ko na, Ana has 300 pesos weekly allowance. She used to save 60 pesos. So, pinalit na natin kasi question yan kanina. So, ayan. So, part lang yung 60 pesos na yan. Tapos, yung 20% naman, it is a fraction or a percent of a whole. So, ito yung tatlong concepts na dapat nating alamin. Pag the whole amount, yan ang base. Pag portion lang is percentage. At ang percent naman, percent, may percent sign. Tsaka fraction is the rate. Okay, yan yung tatlong magfo-focus tayo dito sa tatlong ito. Okay, paano natin malalaman or dito lang, therefore we can conclude that 20% of 300 is 60. Ayan na nga. So, or kahit baligtarin natin, 60 is 20% of 300. Okay? Or 20% of 300 is 60. Ayan, kaparehas lang yan. Next is paano natin malalaman kung yan ang percentage, rate, or ang base? So, how do we identify? We have, like for example, this one. Alin ba dito ang percentage, rate, at ang base? Pag percentage, it is less than the base if the rate is below 100%. So, ibig sabihin, pag Pag less than 100%, yan, kagaya nito, 20%, yung hindi umabot ng 100%. So, ibig sabihin, yung mas maliit, yan ang percentage. Okay? It usually follows or is followed by the word is. Ano mo, is 60. Or 60 is 20% of 300. So, kadalasan, nakasunod siya sa word na is or siya yung una nung is. Okay, next is, it is written in, rate is written in percent or decimal, sometimes decimal ang ginagamit, or a fraction form, like for example, 3/5 of. Yan, so yan daw ang rate. So napakadali lang, meron siyang sign. Yan, or minsan fraction siya. Next is the base. It is greater than the percentage if the rate, this is if, is below 100%. So kagabaligtad naman nun kanina. Pag mas maliit sa 100%, kagaya nito 20%, so ibig sabihin, yung mas malaking number, yan ang base, yan ang buo. Okay? So it is usually followed or it follows the word of. Yan, kagaya nito. 20% of 300 is 60. Kahit baligtarin natin to, 60 is 20% of 300. Yan ang base. So, ito yung mga palatandaan natin na kailangan nating tandaan. Okay. The same problem. Balik tayo dun sa problem kanina. Paano natin solve yung kagaya ng sinabi ko without using illustrations na ganon, yung mga Singaporean approach. Aside from that, mayroon tayong pwedeng gamitin. Ito yung the use of the Tekkan triangle. Okay. Ang Tekkan triangle ay sikat to sa math kasi nga ginagamit to sa, syempre sa percentage rate and base. Ginagamit rin to sa trigonometry, yung sa SOHCAHTOA. Okay, so dito, yung mga sine, cosine, and kalimutan, sine, cosine, and tangent. Okay? So, sa higher math na yon, sa high school. So, ito yung triangle. Tapos, tandaan natin, itong taas ay percentage, represented by P, rate, and base. Tapos, mayroong dalawang lines na nakaseparate sa kanila. Yan, pag itong line na to is represented by division, it represents division, at ito naman ay ang multiplication. So, paano gagamitin ang Tekkan triangle? Like for example, ang missing ay ang P, or ang percentage. So, madali lang. Anong nagsaseparate or naghiwalay ng dalawang remaining na given, yun ang operation. Like for example, kung P ang missing, it means R times B. Pag R naman ang missing, so ibig sabihin, P divided by B. Pag B naman ang missing, it is P divided by R. So, ganun lang kadali paggamit ng Tekkan triangle. Okay. Like for example, dun sa problem na to, diba this is 300 pesos, this is base. And then 20%, of course, this is rate. So, susulat natin yan. Anong nagsaseparate sa kanila? Diba itong multiplication, itong line na to. So, this is representing division, multiplication. So, ang missing ay ang percentage. So, this is missing. Okay? So, multiply lang natin yan. So, we have the formula P is equal to R times B. Next, by the way, we cannot multiply kung may percent pa yan. Gagawin nating decimal. Madali lang, gawin mo lang 1, 2. I-move mo lang ng decimal point ng dalawang beses. Kasi 100 nga yan. So, 0.20 times 300. Pwede na rin 0.2 lang. Wala na yung 0 na yan. Pwede rin. Okay, and then, multiply lang natin. Yan, 0 times 0. This, basic lang na multiplication. 0 times 0 is 0. 2 rather. 2 times 0 is 0, and then 2 times 3 is 6. And then, i-add lang. And then, move to decimal places. Kasi nga may 2 decimal places tayo. So, 1 and 2. Ayan. So, the answer is 60. 60.00 or 60. Therefore, Ana saved 60 pesos. You see, the same answer ang lumabas. Gamit yung kanina. Tsaka ito. So, pwede natin gamitin ang technique na ito. Tekkan triangle. Okay. Let's start with our practice exercises. So, pwede nyo i-pause ang video para maka-answer kayo or subukan nyo i-answer. Or pwede ring diretso na lang kayo. Tapos, present ko sa inyo ang solution. We have problem number 1. Carla was able to read 90% of a 30-page article about COVID-19. How many pages did she read? Okay, so using the Teccan triangle, we have P times RB, and then ipa-plot lang natin dito. Itong 90% is of course ay 30 pages base, tapos ang 90% is rate yan, syempre. So missing ito. So automatically it is multiplication. So P is equal to R times B, and then 0.9 kasi nga ginawa nating decimal times 30. So 30 times 0.9, 9 times 0, 0, and then 3 times 9 is 27, and then move one decimal point, ayan, place rather. So 27 ang answer. Okay, therefore, Carla read 27 pages of the 30-page articles. Kulang na lang 3 page para matapos niya ang buong COVID-19 article. Okay? We have problem number 2. John spends 36 pesos for lunch, which is 60% of her daily allowance. How much is his allowance? Sorry, this should be his. Sorry. Okay. 36 daw yung ginagastos, tapos 60% yan ng allowance ni John. Okay, so using the triangle, ipa-plot natin yan. Okay, we have part lang to, so 36 yan. Tapos 60%, so dito yan. And then missing itong base. And then ang nag-separate sa kanila ay ang division. So 36 divided by 0.6. Kasi 0.6 is, 60% is 0.6. Ayan. Next is 36 divided by 0.6. You cannot divide pag mayroong decimal point. So ang gagawin natin, move muna natin ng 1 place para maging whole number. Move rin natin ng 1 place. Nandito yung decimal point. Move natin ng isa, so dadagdagan natin ng 0. So panibagong division sentence, naging 360 divided by 6. Tapos divide lang natin, 36 divided by 6 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. 36 minus 36 is 0. Bring down 0. 0 divided by 6 is 0. 0 times 6 is 0. 0 minus 0 is 0. 60 ang answer. So the base is 60. Therefore, si John, ang kanyang allowance ay 60 pesos. Okay? So we have another example, number 3. Of the 500 families in our barangay, 350 families are engaged in vegetable farming and the rest are in the fruit farming. What percent of families are not engaged in vegetable farming? So ito yung problem. So gagamitan na naman natin ang Teccan triangle. So plot natin yung 500 families, 350, ibig sabihin kahit na kung i-analyze natin, syempre ito talaga yung total. So yung 350 percentage yan, tapos base itong 500. Next, missing ang ilang percent. Obvious naman sa problem what percent. Okay, so we have R is equal to P divided by B. 350 divided by 500 is equal to, pwede nating, huwag kayong mag-divide. Ang advice ko, huwag kayong mag-divide nito. Napakalaki nito, unless ginamitan nyo ng calculator. Kasi nga pandemic ngayon, pwedeng gumamit ng calculator sa bahay. Pero in case wala kayong calculator, wala kayong cellphone, wala kayong gadget, manually lang ginawa nyo, ang suggestion ko ay gamitan natin ng fraction, lowest terms or simplest form muna. So divide natin, tanggalin natin yung 0 na yan, so 35 over 50 para mas madali. 35 over 50 pwedeng divide natin ng 5 divided by 5, yung common divisor nila. 35 divided by 5 is 7, tapos 50 divided by 5 is 10. Ayan, so naging 7 over 10. So 7 over 10, pwede nang i-divide. Actually, may technique yan, ituturo ko sa inyo. So, since 7 divided by 10, you cannot divide, so dadagdagan natin ng decimal point tapos 0. Naging 70 divided by 10 is 7. 7 times 10 is 70, and then 0. So, ang answer is 0.7. Okay? Or, pag sinulat natin dito, kabaligtaran nung kanina, pag sinulat natin as a percent, move natin ng 2 places to the right. So, magiging 70%. Or kung ito, may technique dito, napakadali lang, ang gagawin mo lang, 7 over 10 yan, hanap ka lang ng factor or yes, a factor para i-multiply mo sa denominator para maging 100 kasi nga ang percent is per 100 percentum. So, syempre 10 times 10 yan para maging 100. So, yan, 100 na. Ito ring 7, times 10 mo rin yan. So, naging 70. Therefore, tapos lagyan mo lang ng percent sa 70%. Okay, whichever ang gagamitin nyo, ganun pa rin ang result. Okay, so yun na yung tatlong example na about the application of the Cannes triangle in problem solving. Okay, this time, practice na tayo or gaining mastery, yung parang subukan nyo kung may natutunan ba kayo. Okay, based doon sa diniscuss ko sa videos. Kasi ang gagawin nyo, or ang gagawin natin, bibigyan ko kayo ng konting time, or i-pause nyo yung video, try nyo i-solve ang mga problems, tatlong problems na ibibigay ko sa inyo. Let's start with number 1. Of the 85 volunteers in the tree planting activity, 40% are teenagers. How many are teenagers? Go! Okay, so i-reveal ko na ang answer. So, gamitan natin ang triangle. Actually, pwede rin gumamit kayo ng Singaporean approach or yung block model. So, 85, ayan, and then 40%, so yan. So, missing ang percentage. So, ganun pa rin, 0.4 times 85. 85 times 0.4, 20, and then carry two groups of 10. 8 times 4, 32, plus 2, 34. Then, move one place. 34 ang teenagers, which is 40% ng 85 na volunteers na nag-tree planting. Okay, so, did you get the correct answer? Okay, good. Let's have problem number 2. A group of 12 female doctors, which is 30% of all volunteer doctors, went to provide medical services to our community. How many volunteer doctors are there in all? So, yan. 12 daw ang female, 30% yun sa lahat. Okay, so, ilang doctors ang volunteer in all? Start. Okay, so this time I'll reveal the answer. So, the same, using the triangle. We have 12 is, syempre, part lang yan kasi yung buo missing. So, ilan lahat? So, missing ang base, B is equal to P divided by R. And then, 12 divided by 0.3. Gawin natin itong decimal. So, 12 divided by 0.3 cannot divide kasi nga decimal, may decimal point. So, move natin ang decimal point. Dagdag tayo ng 0 sa kabila. So, 120 divided by 3. And 120 divided by 3 is 40. Okay, and then, yan. Therefore, 40 doctors ang sumali sa, or there were 40 volunteer doctors na nag-provide ng medical services to the community. Did you get the correct answer? Okay, very good. And we are down to the last problem. We have a family spends 600 pesos a day for food, which is 40% of the daily income. If the daily allowance of the children is 225 pesos, what percent of the family's daily income is for the children's allowance? So ito is a two-step problem. Kaya una, analyze natin the family spends 600 daw. Tapos 40% yun ng daily income. So ang unang hahanapin nyo yung magkano ba ang daily income, total daily income ng family. Kasi 600 is just 40%. Tapos, pag nakuha nyo na, kukunin nyo na naman kung ilang percent tong 225 pesos na to sa daily income. Okay, para makuha nyo ang second problem. Okay? So, start. Okay, so I will reveal the answer this time. We have step number 1. So, hanapin muna natin kung magkano ba ang family income total. 600 yung part na ginagastos para sa food. 40% daw yan. So, this is missing. So, base ang nawawala. 600 divided by 0.4 na yan. 600 divided by 0.4, move one decimal place and this add 1 0. 6,000 divided by 4 is equal to 1,500. Okay. Kahit na manually, pwede nyo gawin yan. 600 divided by 4. Una, hatiin nyo muna. Kalahati ng 6,000 is 3,000. Tapos kalahati na naman ng 3,000 is 1,500. So, yun na. Divide by 4 na yan. So, nakuha na natin. The family income is 1,500 pesos. Okay, this time, solve naman natin tong step number 2. Yung 225 pesos na yan, what percent of these 1,500? Okay, so step 2 na tayo. So, meron na tayong 225, tapos meron na tayong 1,500. So, missing na to. Rate na naman ang nawawala. So, 225 divided by 1,500. Kagaya nga ng sinabi ko, huwag kayong mag-divide ng diretso kung manual lang unless gumamit kayo ng gadget. So, divide muna natin to ng 25 divided by 25. The result is 9/60. Tapos, pag i-divide nyo naman ng 3 divided by 3, naging 3/20. Therefore, it is 3/20. Ang 3/20 is gagawin natin tong percent. So, paano gawing percent? Yung tinuro ko sa inyong technique kanina, pwede diretso na. Maghanap ka lang ng pang-multiply dito sa numerator na to, denominator na to para maging 100 to. So, times 5. And then, times 5 rin yan. So, 3 times 5 is 15. Therefore, the rate is 15%. So, ang ginagastos, ang final answer talaga ng problem is 15% of the family's daily income is for children's allowance. Okay? Did you get the correct answer? Napakagaling kung nakuha ninyo. Sana'y nakuha nyo ang correct answer. Okay, so that's all for today. Sana ay may natutunan kayo, at then please thank you for sharing this video to others para makatulong naman sa kanila, especially ngayon na self-learning muna tayo. So, malaking tulong, malaking bagay ang panunood ng mga instructional videos kasi yan lang talagang maitutulong namin as teachers para sa ating mga estudyante. Kasi nga, bawal pa nga ang face-to-face classes. So, please subscribe also to my channel para updated kayo sa mga videos na i-upload ko tungkol sa math lessons. Okay? So, thank you very much for watching. See you next time.